Hello, welcome back or welcome to my channel. It is Sunshine Lorena and this is going to be my March TBR. So guys, this year is going so fast. It is going so fast, and yes, I'm already filming my March TBR. Although it is currently the 17th of February, so I'm filming this a little bit earlier than normal, and that's because over the next few weeks, etc., I'm going to be busy, have visitors, etc. So it makes sense to film this now. In terms of my February TBR, it's going not so well. So we're gonna ignore that. That's gonna be like my wrap up version of me's problem. If you know, because I'm telling you now, I am not doing well. I am not doing well on the February TBR. I went a little bit slumpy at the end of January into February, so it's been a very slow reading month. However, I'm still like way ahead on my goal because I got ahead in January, so there's that. Anyway, that's enough of rambling. Today's TBR. So at the start of the year, I did say that I was going to randomly randomize my TBR in different ways each month. Now, I didn't do that in February because I was not feeling the reading so much. So I, chose books of these are the ones that I'd like to get to. So the fact that I've not read most of them is fine. Yeah, this month I'm actually randomizing it. I've taken the idea from Ashley's Media Addiction. She has her TBR game where she plays with Boggle, and then she looks at it, she gets a random word, and then she picks her books based on that word each time she does the different shakes, etc. Now, I don't physically have Boggle. However, I have found that there is like an online Boggle version, so I'm going to be using that. I will screen record so you can see there is no cheating, and yeah, the first word that I see, that will be the prompt for the book. So I'm gonna do 4 of these. Like I did in January, I'm gonna have like 1 veto, and which means I can do another round, for flexibility. 4 because, like I said, this reading month hasn't been going great, so I don't want to overload myself. Okay, let's get my phone ready. Now, just so you know, I miss picking up words. I'm not actually playing Boggle with the points, etc., because this is just a one-off month TBR for me. So yes, I'm gonna play an untimed game. Okay, screen recorder, sorry. Okay, we are ready. So I'm going to play an untimed game. Okay, so... dust. Okay, dust. Let me pause that recording for a second. Dust. Dust. Ooh, let me think. What am I going to choose for dust? Okay, what I've decided to do is I'm just going to keep picking words, and then I'm going to go away, have a look at my shelves, Kindle, etc., because it's going to take me a little while to figure these out, and I will actually come back to you and let you know each of the ones. So the first one, dust. What I'm going to do then is I'm just going to do a new game because I would have seen it already. Let's see. Wow, it's so hard to see a word. Why can't I see any words? I can't see any words. Why? Oh, brain, come on. Oh, dot. Okay. Number 3. Oh. I am so bad at this. I am so bad at this. Oh. Teen. Okay, teen. Okay, and number 4. That's new game. Okay, so we know. No. I can see teen again. We already have teen. Oh, new. Okay. Okay, new. New is the last one. So we have dust, dot, teen, and new. I am going to go away. Like I said, have a look. If I have difficulties with one of them, remember I still have my veto. And I'll come back to you. Okay guys, I have mostly gotten the TBR down based on those prompts that I picked. However, the one I'm struggling with is dot. I can't see any obvious ones on my shelves that have dots in them. And I did try having a little flick through like script, but it's really difficult to get kind of like that visual like dot covering this, and I can't think of any. And if you think of one, let me know what I should have picked for this. But yeah, I'm gonna have to I'm vetoing it, and I'm gonna be picking another one. So let's start recording my screen, and I'm gonna do a new game. There we go. Okay, so I always feel so much pressure. Oh, red, okay, red, that's easy. I will be back with you and you will find out shortly all of the books that I'm reading. Okay, I have worked it all out and I'm gonna let you know now my books. I did realise as I was like looking which books to choose that I totally forgot that I have 2 NetGalley arcs that are new releases in March. However, made them work in my TBR, so you will shortly find out which those are. But I'd forgotten that those are ones that I needed to read in March because like to keep on top of the NetGalley arcs as much as I can. I am behind on some of them, but if I can keep up with them, I will. So, okay, the first prompt was dust. So I did originally think, oh, should I just pick like an old book that's been on like my shelves for ages and be like, it's been gathering dust. I have not done that. I have done it a different way, okay? And yes, guys, I know this has been on February TBR and my January TBR, but because I haven't gotten to it, let's just ignore that fact. So, I mean, technically this has been gathering dust, but the reason why I picked this one is because it's a hardback and it has a dust jacket, guys, dust jacket. It's the best that I could do. Anyway, that book is Bubble RF Kwan. Yes, I've been trying to read this since January, and I just haven't gotten to it. I've just been in this really weird reading mood at the start of this year, and I haven't gotten to it, and I'm not gonna like force myself to read it when I'm not quite in the right mind framed. However, I feel like I'm getting better with my reading. I feel like I'm getting back to like my good reading. So March, third time is the charm is what they say. Third time's the charm. I'm not going to go over the synopsis because I've spoken about this in 2 other TBRs already. Absolutely love the Poppy War series by Arfquan. Looking forward to this one. And yes, dust jacket, and it has been gathering dust on my shelves because I have not been reading when I said I've been reading it. Okay, the next one I had actually drawn up on the little boggle board was Dot, and as you know, I vetoed that and I've replaced it with Red. So the book that I've chosen is Red Queen in the title, guys. Red Queen by Juan Gomez Jurado, and this is a new release that's coming out in March. Well, it's new to the English speaking world, let's say. So it's the first time it has been translated into English. It's finally been released in March in the English language edition. It's an international bestseller. It has sold tons of copies in Spanish, the original language that it's written in. I don't know which other languages it has been translated to, but it's been a huge success, and I finally got around to translating it into English, and apparently it's going to be like a Prime TV series from what I saw online, so that it sounds good. And this is one of my NetGalley arcs of the new releases that are coming out in March, because I'm trying to keep up with those guys. I'm trying to keep up with the new releases, so I'm reading at least some of the ones that I'm doing in my new releases videos. So this is a thriller, if you don't know. So this is a thriller, and I believe it is set in Spain as well, so you never met anyone quite like her. Antonia Scott is special, very special. She's not a policewoman or a lawyer, she's never wielded a weapon or carried a badge, and yet she has solved dozens of crimes. But it's been a while since Antonia left her attic in Madrid. The things she has lost are much more important to her than the things awaiting her outside. She also doesn't receive visitors, that's why she really doesn't like it when she hears unknown footsteps coming up the stairs. Whoever it is, Antonia is sure that they are coming to look for her, and she likes that even less. So yes, it sounds interesting, intriguing, it's a thriller, it's going to be a series, it must be really good, I'm hyped up for it, and I cannot wait to get to this one. The next word that I got on the boggle board was teen, and I have went with A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This has been on my shelves gathering dust, guys, for a couple of years now, and I've chosen this because it is a YA, so teen. Also, our main character is a teenager, so you know, 2 birds, 1 stone, solve the prompt. This is like a murder mystery. I am feeling a lot of murder mysteries at the moment, like a little bit lighter, you know, not so in-depth with the thriller. I'm trying to kind of balance up my March TBR with different moods, so you know, Red Queen, thriller, and Mindhunter is in non-fiction, you know, fantasy, a murder mystery that's going to be a little bit lighter than other ones. So we're trying to get the balance, guys, this month. That's what I'm trying to do. But in this one, 5 years ago, schoolgirl Andy Bell was murdered by Sal Singh. Police know he did it, everyone in town knows he did it. But having grown up in the same small town that was consumed by the murder, Pippa isn't so sure. When she chooses the case as a topic for her final year project, she starts to uncover secrets that someone in town desperately wants to stay hidden. And if the real killer is still out there, how far will they go to keep Pip from the truth? So yes, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fun read. It is a series, so if I like this one, I will get the next 2. I got this in a charity shop for £50, guys, and it's no marks on the spine or anything, and I thought that was such a steal. Thought I would just mention that. But yes, looking forward to this one. So the final prompt I got was new, and I have chosen Vera Wang's Unsolicited Advice for Murders by Jessie Q Sutano, because this is a new release in March, guys. Yes, a new release. And again, this is one of the NetGalley arcs that I need to read for March. So, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone. This is a mystery. So if you don't know, Jessie Q Sutano wrote Dial A for Aunties and then the follow-up for Aunties in a Wedding. Absolutely loved both of those books. Hilarious, funny, the mystery elements, really enjoyed it. This is not like part of the Aunties series, but I read the synopsis and I was like, you know what, this sounds really fun. And like I said, I'm trying to balance my TBR in March, so this should bring a bit of a lighter aspect, because her books aren't like dark. Of course there's murder, but they're not dark. And I'm hoping that there's some of that humour as well in this. So Vera Wang is a lonely little old lady, lady of a certain age, who lives above her forgotten tea shop in the middle of San Francisco's Chinatown. Despite living alone, Vera is not ready. Oh no, she likes nothing more than sipping on a good cup of oolong and doing some healthy detective work on the internet about her Gen Z son is up to. Then one morning, Vera trudges downstairs to find a curious thing, a dead man in the middle of her tea shop. In his outstretched hand, a flash drive. Vera doesn't know what comes over her, but after calling the cops, like a good citizen would, she sort of swipes the flash drive from the body and tucks it safely in her pocket of her apron. Why? Because Vera is sure she would do a better job than police possibly could, because nobody sniffs out a wrongdoing quite like a suspicious Chinese mother with time on her hands. Vera knows the killer will be back for the flash drive. All she has to do is watch the increasing number of customers at her shop and figure out which one of them is the killer. What Vera does not expect is to form friendships with her customers and start to care for each and every one of them. As a protective mother hen, will she end up having to give one of her newfound chicks to the police? It sounds so good, so interesting. I love the amateur sleuth aspect. Like I said, hopefully it's going to bring those bit of those lighter vibes. And yes, that is it, guys. I feel like this was a quick TBR video, but maybe not with all that fluffle of choosing words and stuff. But yes, I'm pretty happy with these books that I've chosen. Like I said, trying to balance up the different genres and going for a little bit lighter books because of the moods that the mood I've been in recently in terms of reading. And yes, that's it. Let me know if you've read any of these. Let me know if you would have chosen different books for those prompts as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you aren't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more content from me, and I will hopefully see you next one. Bye!